Welcome back, scholars. I hope you're feeling great and ready for our next lesson on birds. First, I want to review the physical characteristics of birds. So what that means is, what do birds have to have in order to be a bird? I'll give you a couple seconds to think about that, and then I'll reveal my answers. That's right. They have to have feathers, a beak, wings, and feet. Very good listening. Today we're going to be talking about the different ways that birds eat and the different things that they eat. In doing so, we're going to review our text, Just Ducks, once again. Listen to the text as I read aloud. They're still eating when I cross the bridge to go to school. I look down and see them swimming around, dabbling at the surface. Dabbling is when a duck nibbles at the water with their beaks to get tiny bits of food. What kinds of foods do mallard ducks eat? Do you remember when we discussed this the other day? What are the different foods that they eat? That's right, when they dabble, they eat insects and seeds. Very good. Now I want to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to come back to our book, Birds, to learn more about different birds. But these are not just any birds. These are birds of prey. Do you know what a bird of prey is? A bird of prey is a bird that eats other animals. I know. So we're going to learn about the different birds of prey and how these birds eat their food or catch their prey. Birds of prey are great hunters. Hooked beaks and sharp talons help them catch their prey. Now I want you to pay close attention because I'm going to ask you some questions at the end to find out how much you know about birds of prey. This bald eagle has a 7.5-foot long wings that allow it to fly fast or guide smoothly. So imagine 7.5 feet. Miss Williams is 5'4". So I'm 5 feet 4 inches. So imagine an eagle with wings that are 7.5 feet. That's taller than me and probably taller than most of your parents. There are about 200 types of owl. Their special feathers let them swoop silently down on prey. An osprey dives down to catch fish from 60 feet in the air. One toe can turn to help grip fish. A secretary bird hunts small animals, even snakes. It stamps on a snake with its large feet. So how does the secretary bird kill its prey? That's right, it stomps or it stamps on its prey in order to catch it with its large feet. Vultures eat large dead animals. They have bald necks to avoid getting bloody while they eat. And I know a lot of you scholars, you remember we talked about vultures before. And some of you thought it was gross that they eat dead animals, but that's just what they eat. Now, here we have a red kite, a hawk, an eagle owl, a falcon, and a buzzard. Now I'm going to ask you some questions because I told you guys to make sure you're paying close attention as we learn about the different birds of prey. So let me see if you were paying attention. I know you were, so you'll get all these questions right. So what was the text in this section mainly about? What was this mainly about? Birds of prey. Very good. Now, what text feature indicated to you or helped you know that it was mostly about birds of prey? Was it the illustrations? Was it the captions? Or was it the heading? The heading, very good. The heading lets us know that it's about birds of prey because it says birds of prey. Now the caption gives us more detailed information about the different birds, but it doesn't tell us that we're learning about birds of prey. And the illustrations are beautiful illustrations, but they also don't tell us that we're learning about birds of prey. So very good. My next question I have for you scholars is, why would the author include a picture of a mouse below the owl? Why would the author include this picture here? That's right, because the owl eats mice. That's the type of prey that it eats. Very good. Let's move on. Now, the author discusses that birds of prey use their hooked beaks and sharp talons, which help them catch their prey. What does the word hooked mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that the beak is long? The beak is yellow? The beak is straight? Or the beak is curved? What does hooked mean when they say they have a hooked beak? Make sure you're paying attention to the pictures. What does the author mean? That's right. The beak is curved. A hooked beak means that it is curved. Now they say that it's a hooked beak because it's very similar to a hook. Okay? All right. Next question, scholars. Great job keeping up and paying attention. Why did the author include pictures of the red kite, the hawk, the eagle owl, the falcon, and buzzard? Why are these relevant? Why did the author put these there? Because they're birds of prey. He included other birds of prey to give us examples. Very good. Now, what text feature tells us how the secretary bird hunts for its prey? Now remember, the secretary bird is this bird right here. What text feature tells us how he or she hunts for its prey? Is it the heading, the captions, or the illustrations? If you said the captions, you are awesome, because the captions tell us how the secretary bird hunts for its prey. It says, a secretary bird hunts small animals, even snakes, and stomps on a snake with its large feet. And we read that a short time ago, so very good. All right, scholars, you did an awesome job today learning about birds of prey. And for your independent work, this is what you're going to do. Now, I know you're probably wondering, Miss Williams, why is there a colorful question mark here? Because I want you guys to think about all the different birds that we've learned about. So many different birds. We learned about the toucan, the flamingo, parrots, pelicans, a blue-footed bobby, a chicken, a duck. You know, we learned so much about mallard ducks, eagles. I mean, I could just continue to go on and on. Owls, so many different birds. So I want you to think about the birds we've learned and discussed over the past few weeks. And I want you to choose a bird to illustrate. Please make sure that you label your bird and that you tell me your bird's name. So you can choose any bird you want to choose. That's why I put the question mark there. And I said, what bird will you draw? What bird will you draw? I can't wait to see your drawings, friends. Do your best, and I can't wait to see you in our next lesson.